How to get more views on YouTube. In this video, I'm going to share 8 ways to get more views and rank in search. I also wanted to thank Click for sponsoring this video. So before we talk about how to get more views, I just want to stress the fact that the content value is more important than the production value. What's more important to viewers and the algorithm is the content value. Was that video entertaining or educational enough to hold your attention and engage with it? And that's why you see videos on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok that are terribly low quality, sometimes unedited, just long, shaky shots filmed on a phone, but have millions of views. Now, before you start making videos, it is important to have a very clear vision of the channel and who that you are speaking to. Who is this video for, and what problem does it solve? For example, I'm trying to get in shape this year before I turn 40. And in order to do that, I need to eat less calories and more protein. And I'm struggling with getting enough protein in my diet. There are a ton of creators with recipes that are made exactly for people who want high protein and low calorie meals. They are speaking directly to me. Another example is I live in Hawaii, where there are a ton of local dishes that our restaurants serve that people eat on vacation and fall in love with. And then they go back home where they live and they can't find any of that food anywhere. So they're gonna look for these local Hawaii recipes and try and recreate them back home. I can make recipe videos for those people to solve their problems. Some other examples are like Filipino food or soul food, barbecue. Made with Lao is a perfect example of traditional Chinese food recipes. Or maybe you're a chef who teaches chef stuff to help elevate home cooking, and you're delivering more on technique and not just recipes. Once you're clear on your YouTube channel's vision, we can then start talking about some key things to put into practice when you create your YouTube videos. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is get people to come to YouTube and watch your videos or start a session. A YouTube session is when someone starts watching videos on YouTube. YouTube's #1 goal is to get people to spend as much time as possible on YouTube so that they can show them ads and make money. It's that simple. That's how this whole thing works. YouTube knows if you are the reason that they started a session. They might only watch just one of your videos or even just 1 minute of your video, but then spend another hour on YouTube because of you. YouTube rewards that. They know that you are the reason that that viewer is on the platform watching videos. Imagine you owned a restaurant and there's someone that keeps bringing in new customers to try your food. You're probably going to take care of that person who's always bringing in new customers. In this example, you're a business referral to YouTube. YouTube does the same thing by showing you love with the algorithm. It knows your video is bringing in viewers to start binging YouTube videos. Here's a quote about YouTube sessions. A session start is when a viewer accesses YouTube through your video link and stays on YouTube after that video is over. YouTube's ranking algorithm rewards videos that get more session starts because they contribute to the overall video's watch time. Videos that get more session starts will appear higher in the search results to other potential viewers. So how do you get more people to start a session? The first thing to do is create a video on a topic or idea that people want to watch. In other video lessons, I'll talk about how you can research to see if the video or recipe idea is a good topic. Once you have a video with a good topic or idea, an easy way to get people to start a session is to share a link on social media. You could do a short form version of the recipe and post it on Instagram or TikTok and put a link in your bio to the long form video on YouTube. You could post a link to your video in a relevant Facebook group, Reddit, or Twitter. If you have an email list, you can do an email blast to let them know you have a new video up. You can post the video on your blog or your website. And another easy way is to just encourage viewers to turn on YouTube notifications. YouTube will literally notify your subscribers of your new video, and that may start a session from that notification. So let's say someone is already on YouTube or searching for something to watch. The second thing you want to do is get people to click on your videos to watch them. So there's this thing on YouTube called impressions. Whenever someone opens YouTube, there are a bunch of videos that are going to be on the website to choose from. They also pop up on the sides of the videos as you're watching. Anytime your video is shown on the website and people see it, that is an impression. Someone might see a thumbnail that catches their eye, or maybe a title or topic of a video, and then they click it. This is considered a click. An important analytic or YouTube term to know is your click-through rate, also known as CTR, which is the number of impressions the video receives divided by the number of clicks it received. So how do you get good CTR? Well, the first thing you want is a good thumbnail. I'll talk more about thumbnails in another video lesson, but when it comes to food, you want to have a thumbnail of whatever dish or recipe that you're sharing to take up about like 80% of the image or frame. And it needs to look good. So good that people will stop scrolling and want to eat it. So then they will click it to watch it to learn how to make it. Along with a good thumbnail, you're gonna want a good title. The thumbnail is what's going to stop their eyes from looking around the screen. They like the photo, it looks good, then they will read the title to see if it validates the reason on why to click and watch the video. It could just be the name of the recipe, but sometimes it could be an open loop or a question that gets them to click. You can always update and change your thumbnails and titles after your video has been uploaded. You don't have to delete it and re-upload it to change any of this. Before I share the next way to get more views, I wanted to tell you about a new way that I'm monetizing my recipes and hosting my live streams thanks to today's sponsor. Click is the best way for food creators to build and launch their own custom mobile app. And having your own app is a great way to earn passive income as a cooking creator. You can sell digital products or downloads like recipes, ebooks, or courses. You can even set subscriptions, donations, run paid live streams, and add all of your affiliate links and post other gated content. Click is a user-friendly platform that requires no coding or technical expertise. You can connect with your audience right away, and it provides many features and tools to create a custom branded app experience. It also allows many ways to engage with your audience, such as the community feed for polls, voice notes, and comments. Click also provides detailed analytics that help you track your content's performance and revenue. It's the best mobile app builder for food creators looking to turn their audience and content into a thriving business. And the best part about all of this is there's no upfront cost to launch your app. If you want to launch your own app in days and not months, check out the description of this video for more information. I'll also have a link to my Click app if you want to check that out as well. Let's jump back into how to get more views on YouTube with cooking videos. The third thing that you want to do once your video goes live is to get as many minutes of watch time as possible, not just views. Views could just be 30 seconds long, but you want longer watch time. As I mentioned earlier, YouTube wants people to watch as long as possible so that they can show them ads and make money. You want to get as much watch time as possible in the first few hours and days when the video goes live. So how do you get more watch time fast? Well, first, you want to make sure your video is aligned with what your audience wants to see. Is your video on brand? Do you normally post barbecue recipes, but now you're doing like a salad recipe? Another way is to send traffic to the video. You can use social media and post your link in bio or LinkedIn or a Facebook group on Reddit or Twitter. Another way is to do a trending or viral recipe. Now this has a lot to do with timing, but if you see something going crazy online with other creators, it might be a good idea to hop on that trend while it still has traction. And speaking of timing, you should also consider recipe timing. Does this recipe align with a national food holiday or any other national holidays like Turkey in November or prime rib roast in December? Or maybe you're a cocktail channel and you come out with non-alcoholic mocktail recipes for dry January. Another easy way to get quick traction once the video goes live is to do a video premiere on YouTube. You can actually schedule your video to go live ahead of time, and then people can mark their calendars to watch the live premiere with you. You even have the ability to engage with the viewers while it's playing. And this is just a great way to build a community and get more people to want to catch the premiere so that they also have the opportunity to chat directly with you while the video plays. This also creates a ton of engagement on that video. I think the first 24 hours are the most crucial just to see how it performs compared to the last 10 videos that you uploaded. YouTube will even rank your video performance 1 through 10 based on those last 10 uploads. Then that first week, I like to look at the analytics to see the CTR and impressions and maybe make any changes to my thumbnail or title if it's not performing that well. But I feel like after that point, YouTube takes the wheel. So once you get someone to click on your thumbnail, the next big task is to get them to watch as much of that video as possible, preferably all the way to the very end. Another analytic to look at for this is called the average view duration. Another thing is the average percent viewed. You want to get as close to 100% as possible, but I hear that 50% is amazing good. The longer you can keep them watching, the longer they stay on the platform, the more money YouTube can make, and the more that they will recommend your video to people to watch. So how do you get people to stay till the end? For cooking videos, I think you should just start the video and get straight to the point. No animated intros, no long-winded life stories on how your grandma taught you how to make this and blah, 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 blah. Just get right into the recipe and deliver the information. Generally speaking, recipe videos are search-based content. When someone is searching for something specifically, that is all that they want to see. Imagine your toilet's leaking water and you're searching for a way to fix it so your house doesn't flood. You click on the video with the solution to your problem, and then the first 3 minutes are someone telling you why they are qualified to tell you how to fix your toilet. No one cares, they just want to know how to fix the damn toilet. Another way to keep people watching is to cut out any unnecessary fluff or rambling. A lot of times we get attached to something because we think it's important or interesting, or we spend a lot of time to set up one shot that honestly isn't adding anything to the video. You just gotta learn how to let those things go and cut them out of the video. You can also keep the video engaging with angle changes. Switching up your shots or breaking up your voiceovers with some on-camera talking parts are great ways to keep the video entertaining. It can get boring if it's just one angle the whole entire time. I think switching up your shot every 3 to 5 seconds is a great rule to follow. And just as important as starting the video as soon as possible and delivering the information, you need to end it as soon as possible. Once you deliver that very last step in the recipe and people got all the information that they think they needed, they will leave that video unless there is a very important reason for them to want to stick around. Once you finish the recipe and say, well, that's it for this one, don't go on talking or eating on camera for another 3 minutes. If you have a 5-minute recipe video and the last 2 minutes are you just eating and talking about yourself and no one watches that, you just lost 40% of your time viewed. So one way to get YouTube to notice your videos and channel is to get people to watch more than one video. You want to get people binging your content, which is easy to do with recipe content if you plan your content calendar beforehand. Part of this video is one of over 80 video lessons in my Cooking Creators course. I'll teach you everything there is to know about how to plan, film, and edit cooking videos with just your smartphone. There's also modules teaching social media strategy to grow a following, and a module talking about ways to monetize your recipes and get brand deals. I'll have a link in the description if you're interested, and if you stay till the end of this video, I'll have a discount code on the screen that can save you an additional 20% off. At the end of your videos, you can have end cards pop up. Think about how you can end one video and push them to the next one. In my pasta sauce recipe video I shot and edited for this course, I mentioned that it goes perfectly with my garlic cheesy bread recipe. I can have a card that pops up directing them to that video. Maybe you have a dipping sauce that goes great with this recipe. This could be its own video, for example. Another great way to get people to watch more videos is to do a video series. My friend Lisa does 30 days of ramen, where every day in December, she transforms instant ramen into a dish. People binge this content all the time and look forward to it every year in December. Another way is to create a playlist for people to binge. Maybe you couldn't link all of your recipes together with end cards or in a series, but you have a general theme to them, like these are all breakfast recipes, or maybe these are all side dishes that are great for Thanksgiving, for example. The sixth thing that you want to try to do is to get the viewers to engage with your videos. Engagement is likes, comments, subscribing, or sharing your video. Even clicking your end cards to watch another video is a type of engagement. So how do you get people to engage with your videos? You can simply ask them. But you want to be intentional when you ask. You don't want to just hit them with a like, comment, subscribe in the first 20 seconds of the video. If you're seeing a video, a channel, or a person for the very first time, and the second sentence that comes out of their mouth is like, comment, subscribe, and follow me, why? Why would they want to do that if they didn't get any value from you? Wait till you provide some actual value before you ask them for anything. Maybe after you deliver an amazing hack or tip, you hit them with a clever ask by saying, I'm going to need you to like this video if you didn't know about this hack. Or maybe you showed them a way to save money on making something at home compared to buying it at a restaurant. After you share the price breakdown, you can ask, if you want to save more money on food, subscribe to my channel. I'll show you a new way every week. You just want to be intentional with your ask. Another great way to get engagement is to give them a reason to engage. You can do something funny or weird on camera if that's your personality. If not, maybe you can leave a blooper in the edit for people to point out in the comments. A really cheap way to get engagement is to say the wrong thing on purpose. And I've seen a bunch of people do this, and one example is they will call a zucchini a cucumber on purpose. Or they'll pronounce jalapeno, jalapeno. Just someone for sure is going to point out your error in the comments. Just one thing to consider about that is if that is on brand for you. Do you want to be known as a stupid creator who doesn't know the difference between a zucchini and a cucumber? And how would brands look at your channel if you tried to pitch them to get a brand deal? The seventh thing you want to try and do is keep your subscribers coming back to watch more of your videos. Ask yourself, what did they subscribe to in the first place? What videos or recipes did you post that stand out or are doing better than your others? Was it a specific cuisine or a type of meal like breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Was it a baking recipe? Was it sweet? Was it savory? Was it an educational video on how to execute a specific cooking technique? For your next video upload, you want to hit them with another one of those in that same style and deliver it in a way that they're used to seeing and the reason that they subscribed in the first place. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly the same video structure, and you can even look back at the watch time or audience retention from that last video that was doing good and just maybe make a little bit of changes so that this next one performs better. You really just want to be clear on who your audience is and who you are speaking to in these videos. It's okay to experiment with new topics or styles, but tweak or cut out any underperforming video topics. Maybe you tested a series on an idea and it's just not hitting. You might want to not make any more of those kinds of videos. Another easy way to get people to come back is to ask them to turn on the notifications. And if you have an email list, you can simply do an email blast to everyone every time a new video comes out. And the eighth and the last way to get more views on YouTube is to not break any of the YouTube rules. YouTube has a list of community guidelines that you are required to follow. And if you break those rules, you can get demonetized and even removed from YouTube. If you keep breaking the rules, YouTube probably won't want to promote your videos on the internet even after you cleaned up your act. A big one is copyright infringement, but I'll have a link to the YouTube policies below this video lesson for you to check out. So now that you know how to get more views on YouTube, I want you to understand that this just isn't going to happen overnight. This process takes time for YouTube to figure out what your videos are about and find an audience to put them in front of. So be patient and just keep posting and uploading. You're gonna wanna look at your analytics to see how people are responding to your videos. Are they clicking on the thumbnails, or how long did they watch? In another video lesson, I'm gonna dive deeper into understanding YouTube analytics so that you can take that information and make better videos to get more reach and watch time.